So recently Call of Duty revealed the Kronorium to us, and we had no idea what that was until today. Today I have a pretty good idea of what the Kronorium is and what it means for our zombie storyline and what it means to Richtofen. So hopefully you guys enjoy though, leave a like if you guys do, it really help me out, and also subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and enjoy zombies content like this. But anyways, let's get into today's video. So one thing that I want to point out to you guys is that the actual map that they revealed the Kronorium was Shadows of Evil in the Shadows of Evil bio. It was very specific to Shadows of Evil in my opinion. I think that Shadows of Evil plays a huge role to the Kronorium, and I'll explain exactly what I mean by that. A lot of people thought the Kronorium was a place, but the fact that they used the wording the Kronorium, it's a specific thing rather than a place, because you don't use the for a place. So if it's not a place, what could it be? A great theory on the Reddit forums indicated that it's an actual book. Mako Edits revealed a theory of his that indicated that the Kronorium could actually be a book in which Richtofen writes in. But you might be saying, why would he get knowledge from a Kronorium if he wrote the book? That's what's so great about this theory is, it brings up the fact that Richtofen keeps on dying. He's in a loop where if he dies, the loop continues, or the cycle continues, just like we saw from Mob of the Dead. If you killed the weasel, the cycle continues. If the weasel killed the other characters, the cycle ends. So if Richtofen dies, the cycle continues, and each life that he lives, he writes more information into this book, the Kronorium. So let's say for example Richtofen lives a life and it's full of experiences that he writes down in this book, but he dies, and then his new life, it continues. He's reborn into a new body. Then he lives a different life with different experiences, but he reads of his different life or his different experiences, so he has more knowledge. If this keeps on happening where he just keeps on dying over and over again, this book's pretty full of information of different experiences that he had. So this Richtofen that we're playing as right now with the crew in Black Ops 3 zombie storyline has lived many lives, all written down in the Kronorium. And this life specifically, he read all the information that his past lives have written about. And that could be anything, information about the Apothicans, about the ancient evils, about anything that has to do with the zombie storyline. And that's why Richtofen knows so much about the summoning key and how to do it. He's lived so many lives, he's just learned from his mistakes and learned from different experiences on how to use this. With the Richtofen Memories trailer, this kind of confirms this idea. He says none of this really matters. This me in particular, this me doesn't really matter. And he also says that he thinks that I do not know, but I do know Maxis has a plan that won't favor me or Richtofen, and maybe he's lived this life before and Maxis has screwed him over before, but he already knows because he wrote it down in the Kronorium, this book that he keeps on adding memories to. And just to confirm that this is an actual book that Richtofen keeps writing in, and how I was talking about earlier, how to explain why it's so important to the Shadows of Evil bio, is listen to this quote from Nero.
I think I've read about something like this in a book. This was the one book that I was afraid to read, the one book that gave me nightmares. Even now, I just can't.
Pretty cool, right? So that is the idea and theory is, I don't think the Kronorium is a place, but rather a book that Richtofen in his many lives that he has lived has written down in this book, full of experiences, and each life that Richtofen lives, if he dies and the cycle continues, he reads this Kronorium, and it gives him knowledge of things that he would not know if he did not read this book and write them down in his past lives. But this theory was definitely based off of Mako Edits, so make sure you guys check out his Reddit post and down in the description below if you want. Great theories coming from him in the future as well, because he has some great ideas. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed though. Leave a like if you guys did, it really help out. Let's shoot for 500 likes, that'd be awesome. And also subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Goodbye.